Hi, I'm Kathy Leone. I'm the mother of Abigail June Dunbar.
I'm Curvins, and this is my wife, Leah.
My name is Dina Barry. Um, I lost my son Lennox in May of 2012.
And it was the hardest day of our lives. It was you start the day celebrating and excited, and then you end the day with people that you don't know coming to you and talking to you and asking you questions. Do you want an autopsy? What are we going to do with the funeral? Do we want her cremated? These are things, of course, when you're expecting a child, you don't plan for that.
He likes to dress pretty dapper, and I'm tying his bow tie and I'm fixing his cufflinks and I fall apart. I fall to pieces because I realize I will never tie my son's tie. I will never put on his cufflinks. I will never dress him for a date. I will never look at his report card. We won't bake cookies together. I can't teach him how to ride a bike. I can't tell him to watch out for those guys. Don't hang out with them. I can't tell him how much his Savior loves him, how much his mom and dad loves him. And when I think about that, it's so hard.
My mother held his head up for me. And that's the only time I ever saw my son face to face.
Because there's so many what ifs. There's so many things you don't realize you get to do when your loved one is here.
Why me? What did I do? You go and try to place blame to figure out why such a horrible thing has happened to you.
I cried a lot. And even if that's the only thing that I did, it helped more than anything else had. Because nobody tried to make me feel like I shouldn't be crying. Nobody tried to make me forget or think of something else. I was just allowed to be that in that moment.
The support systems of our community, like the hospitals and caseworkers and agencies like Forget Me Not and Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies, are there to help people understand. And that's been my gift for the last 12 years is I came to Forget Me Not, thankfully, from another bereaved mom who had reached out to me and told me about this support group that existed, because when it happened to me, I felt like I was the only one that had ever experienced a loss. And then when you get to Forget Me Not, you realize that unfortunately it's more common than you think.
And through organizations like Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies, we found that restoration was there. We found that hope existed. We found that people, who care and who tend to have resources available to families who endure this type of tragedy.
And I honestly I don't know where I would be had I not found, Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies. Um, and had I not had the Healing Your Heart support group, um, I probably would have done some, you know, pretty harsh damage to myself mentally and emotionally, um, not having an outlet for the feelings that I had.
And for those who have lost a baby who might have lived a little bit longer, that time period is so rough. And it's Forget Me Not that got me through it. And I wish we could do more for more families.
Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies was a instrumental piece in helping us somewhat put back together the fragmented pieces of our broken hopes and dreams. And
I was given so many opportunities by Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies, um, to share my experience, to educate uh, the people who are involved in these situations more often than just the general public. Those people being healthcare providers and social workers that deal with these families.
And it was thanks to the guidance, actually, of the staff at the hospital and family members who encouraged me to spend that time with Abigail after she had passed. To me, it was unfathomable. I didn't know what you did when you spent time with your baby who wasn't alive. I didn't want that. I wasn't sure of what it would do for me. Actually, it was the greatest experience because we spent a good, I don't know, probably an hour. I don't know. I've lost track of time at this point. In the hospital bed as a family, her dad, myself, holding her.
Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies, and other support institutions have just been able to help us tremendously because I thought that there was no living after those realities. I thought I believe that there was no coming back once you've endured, the steady tragedies of infant death. And yet, they saved our lives. They were able to kind of help us to see a future. They were also able to inspire us with their stories of hope through the support groups, through their annual Forget Me Not events, which means so much to my wife and I to be able to kind of memorialize and remember our babies who are gone but never forgotten.